evening from Lorain Admiral King High School. It's sports time, not football, it's volleyball. Good evening, I'm Ron Bacalar, along with my partner for tonight, which happens to be a lovely young lady by the name of Ray Bastock. And you probably remember Ray was with us last year when we did a volleyball game from Volleyball Southview High School. Our cameraman, producer, and director is Bob Quinlan. Tonight is the final game of the season, the regular season for both these teams. The Lady Admirals from Lorain Admiral King playing host to the Lady Saints of Volleyball Southview High School. Now, both these teams, Ray, are coming in with records that you really don't want to write home about. But nevertheless, when I looked at the lineups, both these teams have a lot of underclassmen, juniors, sophomores, and even freshmen. How is this going to play a part, let's say, next year and the year to come?
Well, hopefully they'll all develop at the rate we expect them to. When you have so many young kids on the same team for such a long time, they learn to play well together. So hopefully in the next two years, they'll be really comfortable with each other on both sides, King and Southview, and we'll have some powerhouses here, especially in the new league we're going to.
Yes, yes indeed. In fact, we're in the league now with the Great Lakes League, and then soon to be going into the Lake Erie League, which will make your traveling a lot closer. We want to point out that Ray is a teacher in the Lorain Public School System at Homewood Elementary School and also coaches the freshman volleyball team at Lorain Southview. So we're going to welcome her expertise in helping us better understand this game of volleyball. As we said, the Lady Admirals coming into this game are 5-15, coached by Pat McGill. They have 4 seniors, 2 juniors, and 4 sophomores on the varsity squad, with 1 junior and 1 sophomore coming off the JV to dress for the varsity. So you could see right there a lot of underclassmen. The Lady Saints are coached by Sharon Griffith and Gina Kelly. They are 4-13 on the season, with 4 seniors, 4 juniors, 4 sophomores, and 2 freshmen. So again, as we pointed out, a lot to look forward to in the years to come. But this is the big one tonight, the crosstown rivalry, the final match of the season. It's senior parent night and honoring the parents of all of the fine Lady Admirals on the volleyball team at Admiral King. And we'll get started with tonight's match right after this timeout for First Federal Savings of Lorain. Since 1921, your hometown financial professionals at First Federal Savings of Lorain have dedicated themselves to meeting the financial needs of their customers and surrounding communities. They offer a wide variety of financial investments as well as home mortgages to meet your every need. Loans on boats, cars, mobile homes, and other worthwhile purchases are also available. Whatever your financial need, First Federal Savings of Lorain is ready to help. 7 convenient locations to serve you in Lorain, Huron, Sandusky, Port Clinton, and now at 36690 Detroit Road in Avon. First Federal Savings of Lorain is an equal housing lender and FDIC insured. Okay, we've had the introduction of all the players, and let us do that at this point in time for the Lady Saints of Southview, coached by Sharon Griffith and Gina Kelly. Left front hitter, Christina Jackson, a sophomore, wearing number 8. Middle front, a hitter, Candace Thomas, a senior, wearing number 7. Right front, a setter, Christina Shuka, a sophomore, wearing number 12. In the backcourt, left back setter, Nikki Jackson, a sophomore, wearing 11. Center back, a setter, Brittany Ruiz, a freshman, wearing number 3, and right back a hitter, Angelique Santiago, a senior, wearing number 21. For the Lady Admirals, coached by Pat McGill, assisted by Sandra Thomas. In the backcourt, it's Lindsay DeAndrea, wearing number 30. Junior, the center back, Jessica Russell, a senior, wearing number 18. In the left back, Christina Mantini, a sophomore, wearing number 24. Serving for the Lady Admirals will be number 30, Lindsay DeAndrea. Up at the net, right front, Susan Long, a senior, wearing number 28. Bridget Thomas, a senior, middle front, wearing number 20. And rounding out the front 3, left front, wearing number 14, a senior, Annie Scrofano. Coach McGill starting her seniors this evening because this being the final match of the regular season for them. Both these teams go into tournament action next week, Tuesday, at Midview High School. More on that in a moment. And the opportunity to score goes into the net. The ball now goes over to Southview, and please, Ray, you're the expert in volleyball. If you can explain some of the techniques that are taking place, that would be a big help.
Well, the most important thing is that everybody gets a serve over. You can't score without getting the serve over.
And serving for the Lady Saints at this point in time, Angelique Santiago. And that one going out of bounds, so the ball goes back to
Admiral King.
Lady Admirals. Okay. One of the things that maybe people are not aware of, that ball can go back and forth without any points being scored.
For a long time.
There's an opportunity.
Yeah,
There's a situation right there where the Lady Admirals were able to get the first point on the scoreboard. Doing the serving for the Lady Admirals is Susan Long.
Serve reception being a key part of the game. We've got to get a good pass. We want our pass to go up to the setter so we can get a good hit off of that. Got a nice little volley. Close call.
And the hit there by Southview's Christina Shuka going out of bounds. Lady Admirals with...
No, they called a touch.
Oh.
They called a touch for King. They went up to block. They said it hit off their hands, and then it went out of bounds. So that becomes Southview's ball.
Okay. Now the Lady Saints with an opportunity to put a point or two on the board. And serving is Christina Shuka.
Christina's played a lot of volleyball, that's for sure. That was a good swing. Net call. Got to stay out of that net. Anytime you touch the net, you lose the ball.
And a point for the Lady Saints. Scores tied 1-all.
King with a beautiful pass. And a block off that. Oh! That was a nice shot by Admiral King.
All right. Southview loses the service. It goes over to Admiral King now.
Make some substitutions here.
Coming into the lineup now for the Lady Admirals is sophomore Heather Salva and junior Mallory Donaldson. Donaldson doing the serving, and her first serve going out of bounds, so the ball will go over to the Lady Saints.
That hurts when you sub in and you miss a serve. King's got a rebound now. King's got some good passes tonight. They're going to get a lot of attacks off of that. Oh, it was a good block by Christina Jackson. And a nice tip. Nice tip for a kill by King.
And the ball going out of bounds. We'll bring it back to the Lady Admirals. And another substitution. Coming onto the floor for the Lady Admirals, number 12, a sophomore, Lynn Rossitano. Coach McGill now has all of her underclassmen on the court.
Oh, there's an out call on that line shot. That's a hard shot to hit. Hitting straight line.
Lady Admirals pick up the point on that play, leading 2-1. Lynn Rossitano serving. And a beautiful spike in there by the Lady Saints. I believe that was Christina Jackson.
She's come a long way since last year. She's improved.
And she's coming out of the game, being replaced now by Veronica Irizarry, a hitter.
She is a defensive specialist, basically. She comes in for Christina Jackson, because sometimes some strengths and weaknesses have to be accounted for, and you've got to make some substitutions. And that was a nice shot by Nikki.
And a tie score, 2-2. Veronica Irizarry will serve again. She is a junior at Lorain Southview. And picks up another point for her team. Southview now ahead 3-2. Earlier in the evening, the two freshman teams played, and the Lady Saints from Southview were victorious in both matches by identical 15-7 scores. In the JV contest, which ended just prior to the start of this varsity contest, the Lady Admirals victorious in the first game 15-5, and in the second 15-3.
He's had some nice hits. They just got to put him in bounds.
Lady Saints doubling the score on the Lady Admirals. It's now 4-2. Veronica Irizarry continuing to serve.
She brought that ball in nicely, but right over the net.
Inbound.
Boy, as a hitter, you love those when they're sailing over the net, and you're right there. Those are perfect.
And nobody in the backcourt to handle it.
Most of the time, the backcourt's up at the net trying to cover their hitter, but when that ball sails over, it's going to come down on you.
Now in the lineup for the Lady Admirals, a sophomore, number 16, Rachel
Okajic. Net hit.
And the attempt by Nicole Jackson to get the ball over the net. Going into the net, the ball will now go over to the Lady Admirals, who trail by 3, 5-2. And if you're not familiar with the game of volleyball, each game is played to whoever gets 15 first, but they must win by 2.
Once they hit 15. Oh, a little bit of hesitation there. That was a good block and cover by Carrie Campos. Once you block a ball, that doesn't count as a hit, so you're allowed to hit it again. And that was a good pickup by her after she blocked that ball.
Ball going back to the Lady Admirals. Serving for them is sophomore Christina Mantini.
King scoring some points. She's got a very nice serve.
5-3 our score.
Oh, what was that? They might have called a touch. I'm not sure on that one. That one just sailed back to Southview.
Unlike football, we don't have an official giving a signal to give us an idea of what the problem is.
Yeah. Well, they do. I didn't catch it. I didn't see anybody give any signal except for side out. So.
Nice block by the Lady Admirals, Heather Salva. That'll bring the ball back.
It's nice to see the young girls playing such aggressive ball, because when they're older and they've been playing for a while together, it's going to be a nice game to watch.
In the lineup for the Lady Saints now that we haven't mentioned, number 5 is Carrie Campos, a junior. Number 23 is Anita Obuji. Okay, a hitter and a junior at Lorain Southview. Serving now for the Lady Admirals is Jessica Russell, a senior.
It's a nice serve there. Stays in
bounds, so Southview will get the ball back.
That was a close call, at least from up here. Lady Admiral seemed to watch that all the way. I'm surprised that was out. Or I'm surprised it was in and not out.
Brittany Ruiz is serving for Southview.
Confusion. They need to get rid of that. Not 4 hits.
And you're only allowed 3. So the ball will leave Southview's possession, go back to Admiral King.
Seems like we're not scoring. We're just going back and forth.
Yes,
here.
back and forth. Some people wonder how come net ball, and that'll go back to Southview. I was going to say, some people wonder why a volleyball game goes so long, and it's for this reason. We see the ball going back and forth, and no points being scored.
Absolutely. That can take a long time. As you notice in the Olympics, they have rally scoring, which is just a point no matter what happens on either side. Sometimes people want to go back to that in high school so we can get out of here earlier.
Angelique Santiago serving for Southview.
Oh, that was a nice set.
And a good block.
Yes, it was. That was a great shot. She went around the block and angled that right to where nobody was. That was a great hit.
And that was sophomore Rachel Okechik. Did I get that correctly?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. And Rachel doing the serving now for the Lady Admirals.
That tip over by Nikki Jackson. Lady Admirals were there. Oh, she just missed that off the top of her hand, but Angelique stuck the arm out.
Ball probably would have gone out of bounds. I would venture from our vantage point, but it was caught.
We try to tell our girls anytime you have to reach out or up, most likely it's either not yours or it's out if you're in the back row. They feel like they have to get a hand on it somehow.
That gives the Lady Admirals a point. They're now within 1, 5-4. Southview leading, and the ball served out of bounds. It'll go back to Southview. Christina Shuka doing the serving.
Nice pass by Rachel Kujic over there.
Out of bounds and a Southview point. Jumping ahead by 2, 6-4.
I have Christina Shuka setting in the back row again. She's a real good setter. She's been playing a lot of volleyball, so she knows the game pretty well. Right over that net. There's that hit you love as a front row hitter. Like that ball coming right over.
And the hit back by Angelique Santiago going out of bounds. Ball will go back to the Lady Admirals.
That was a nice back row hit. When you're a back row hitter, you can't jump when you're in front of the 10-foot line, which is the white line that's on the court. You have to be able to jump before that and hit it. Otherwise, it's called a back row attack, and it's illegal. That was a pretty good job. She just needs to get it down a little bit, snap that wrist a little bit more.
Mallory Donaldson serving for the Lady Admirals. And the hit by Christina Jackson into the net. Kings point, 6-5. They trail by 1. And a great shot by the Lady Saints, giving the ball back to them.
Boy, those hits look so nice and the sets look so good, but it all comes down to the passing. If you don't have a good pass up to that setter, it's hard to do anything with that ball. Oh, she just missed that one. They tried for a short set, which is a 1 ball, which is a quick set. Christina was just a little bit off on that one. King has some nice setters over there. That was a good dig. Wow. That was a nice dink. I believe that's Mantini.
Yes, sophomore Christina Mantini getting it just over the net onto the floor, and the ball goes back to the Lady Admirals.
Great dink with a fake there. There was a hitter going up to fake like she was hitting, and I think it fooled Southview a little bit. And she placed that dink right in there.
attempt by Lindsay DeAndrea to get the ball over the net. Unsuccessful. It'll go back to Southview. DeAndrea is a junior wearing number 30. Serving for the Lady Saints now is Veronica Irizarry.
Nice pass. Nice set. And a good hit. Free ball back over the net with a pass. We need to get some attacks on Southview's side there. Oh, little bloop.
Nice save there.
Yes, it was. Oh, Carey just missed that ball. Boy, King's playing tough over there now. They're getting it together.
And the serve goes back to the Lady Admirals. They trail by 2, 7-5. We're in the first game. Best 2 of 3.
Right back to Nikki. Oh, nice dig. Oh, touched the top of the ceiling, and that's non-playable when it sails back over the net.
So any hardware up in the rafters, once the ball hits that, that's it.
If it goes over, it stays on your own side, you can play it.
Oh, okay.
But if it hits as it's going over the net, that's unplayable.
Serving for the Lady Saints is Nicole Jackson. Gets the point on her first serve, this being the second. Lady Saints leading now by 3, 8-5.
There's a nice shot and good defense. Oh, get that play off the net there, and that just bounced right in.
Service returns to King. Bridget Thomas, number 20, and Jessica Russell, number 18, both seniors, back in the lineup for the Lady Admirals. And it's Jessica that will be doing the serving. I noticed the two backcourt gals are kind of like kneeling down
out of the way,
position, just to prevent being an obstacle to the server.
Yeah, to probably get down and get out of their way and to stay in their position where they're supposed to be. Bexa was a little far off there. That was a good dig. Wow, that might have been out.
I kind of believe it would have been.
There's that reach again.
That one goes out of bounds. Yep. Hit just a little bit too hard.
Not enough snap on that wrist. King's covering real well on the defensive side over there. We're getting some good volleys going.
Point for King, 8-6 our score. Southview leading by 2.
Oh, no. Gotta talk. Too many people. Nobody wants to take the ball.
Yeah, one of those you take it, no, you take it situations, and that's a point for the Lady Admirals, who now trail by 1, 8-7 our score.
Mental errors. Got to be aggressive on that court.
Jessica Russell with this serve has an opportunity to tie the score.
That was a nice pass. Oh, she fooled them on that one, didn't
yes,
she?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
It was a very nice tip over by Nikki.
Lynn Rossitano just couldn't get to the ball in time, so the ball now goes back to the Lady Saints.
I don't think anybody was expecting that because that was such a nice pass. You expect a set, but boy, she fooled them.
Brittany Ruiz serving out of bounds. It'll go back to King.
It's unlike Brittany. For a freshman, she's pretty stable out there.
Serving for the Lady Admirals, Lindsay DeAndrea.
Boy, Rachel put some heat on that ball.
Point for the Lady Admirals, and the score is tied 8-all. Obviously, Ray, unlike football or basketball, the players don't have the same position throughout the entire game. They do a lot of rotating.
Yes.
So in a sense, a player staying in the ball game can conceivably play every position and ultimately always gets a chance to serve. And we have a timeout on the floor with the Lady Admirals leading 9-8 over the Lady Saints. And a time in now for our good friends at Impressions. Your one-stop place for something really special is Impressions, corner of Oberlin Avenue and Tower Boulevard. T-shirts and sweatshirts personally designed to your specific needs. Anything from bears, trains to zebras, and specially designed hats as well. And don't forget Impressions, your one-stop spot for school jackets. See Dave, the designer expert at Impressions, Oberlin Avenue at Tower Boulevard, right here in Lorain. Back in, and the serve continues with the Lady Admirals, Lindsay DeAndrea.
Ref's checking something, not sure of something. Whatever it is, it seems to be okay. Back out on the court.
Okay. Oh, my.
There's a bullet?
Yes, indeed. And another bullet that went the wrong way.
Yeah.
Lady Saints get the ball back. And doing the serving will be Angelique Santiago.
Oh.
Net ball. Unlike in tennis where you get a second chance, you don't get that in volleyball. So the serve goes back to the Lady Admirals.
I'm going to make something out of this play. That's a nice jump set. Oh, she was there.
Great save there. And that was Christina Jackson at the net. Coming back to you, ladies. So the ball comes back to the Lady Saints.
She's a tall one out there. She can get on top of that net with ease. Rachel's having a heck of a passing game in the back row for King. That was a nice shot. Some more substitutions. This year we have a rule change a little bit where you can have up to 18 substitutions. In the past, you could only substitute 3 times as a player. You can only enter the game 3 times. So an individual player can only be subbed in 3 times per game. Now it's 18 subs, and you can enter as many times as you'd like.
That makes for a lot more variety.
Yes, it does.
And strategy, too.
Changes your coaching a little bit, I think.
Oh, yeah. Out of bounds on the hit by Southview's Christina Jackson. It'll be a point for the Lady Admirals, who now go ahead by 2, 10-8.
She got behind that one a little bit.
Doing the serving for the Lady Admirals is Mallory Donaldson.
Christina shot that set a little too far, but she'll come back with it.
And a timeout on the floor called by the Lady Saints, who trail by 3, 11-8. Mallory Donaldson serving once again for the Lady Admirals. A good serve going almost out of bounds. Saved by, and there it drops. Another point. 12-8. Lady Admirals are 3 points away from a victory.
That's when you're sitting there on the court going, I hate basketball. Get that basketball out of the way. That was a beautiful, beautiful serve reception by Angelique. And a shot by Christina. Again, that pass is so important. You need that pass in order for your setter to be able to set and your hitter to hit. It's not the glamorous position on the court, but
exactly.
But you need it.
Candace Thomas doing the serving now for the Lady Saints and picks up a point.
That might have been out too over there. A little bit of reaching by Rachel Okajic. Or was that? No, that's yeah, it is Rachel. She went to our camp. That's how I know her so well. She's going to King.
12-9 the score. And the serve will go back to the Lady Admirals.
And it was Heather, I believe, on that hit. Those girls got some power.
Lynn Rossitano coming back into the lineup, replacing Annie Strafano.
That's a very popular name here at Admiral King.
Yes, very popular.
Wow.
Great save by Nicole Jackson.
That was definitely a heads-up play, just watching the ball and making sure you were in the right spot.
A lot of timing in this particular game, kind of like in baseball when those long balls are hitting the outfield and that outfielder has to leap at the last split second in hopes of catching it. I imagine a lot of that same kind of finesse is needed here in volleyball.
Got to have a little bit of patience to wait for the ball.
Yes. Out of bounds. Point for the Lady Saints.
That's what we try to teach, especially a lot of the younger players, especially with hitting. You can't go too quick. You got to be patient, let that ball come down.
And Coach Pat McGill wants to talk about it. Timeout. Lady Admirals, they lead by 2, 12-10. And an opportunity for me to Veronica Irizarry serving for Southview.
She just really got that one over the net. Heads up play. Oh, lift. You can't take a set from underneath your chin and push it up. You got to have your hands over your head and push that ball up. And Lynn had her hands a little bit too low.
Point for Southview. They climb within 1, 12-11.
It's offset. Oh, a little too tight. Gary just couldn't push that over.
Service goes back to the Lady Admirals. And doing the honors, Christina Mantini, a sophomore.
We're shooting the ball back and forth here.
Oh my, there was a bullet.
She's got some power.
Christina just couldn't handle it.
No.
That's a point for the Lady Admirals, who now lead by 2, 13-11.
She's got some power. Hate to be on the other side of that ball. Nice set by Christina.
Oh,
and a shot by Carrie.
Great shot by Carrie Campos. Brings the service back to the Lady Saints.
Close game. Oh, net. Just touched the net. I think when it's this close, it's down to who can keep their composure more.
Yes.
And not panic. You got to keep playing your game and can't be afraid to hit the ball.
Bridget Thomas and Jessica Russell coming into the game for the Lady Admirals. And it's going to be Jessica Russell serving.
Oh, just in there. That was a nice spot for Christina Schuka to attack.
And the service goes back to the Lady Saints.
No, but with those 18 substitutions, I think we're pretty close. Wonder how many they have left. Oh, that's 2. Oh, Southview can't afford that when you're down by 2.
Terry Campos serving, going out of bounds. The service will go back to the Lady Admirals, and it's going to be Lindsay DeAndrea.
Yeah, they like that one. She kind of went cross on that one. Too low for her to turn her body. It was a good try.
Angelique Santiago serving now for Southview.
Oh,
out of bounds.
You know, that might have been a back row attack there.
And a point for the Lady Saints. They now trail by 1, 13-12. Both these teams smelling victory, so close.
Yep.
15 is the magic number, but as we indicated, you have to win by 2.
Yep.
And that service is going to go back to the Lady Admirals.
King's got a lot of faking going on. They're throwing up a lot of hitters going up and faking to hit. Might be throwing Southview off a little bit.
And on that service, 14-12, 1 point away from victory. Jessica Russell doing the serving. And another one out of bounds. Lady Admirals winning the first game 15-12. And we'll be back with the start of the second game tonight. Both these teams will change sides on the court right after this timeout. First, though, for First Federal Savings of Lorain. Since 1921, your hometown financial professionals at First Federal Savings of Lorain have dedicated themselves to meeting the financial needs of their customers and surrounding communities. They offer a wide variety of financial investments as well as home mortgages to meet your every need. Loans on boats, cars, mobile homes, and other worthwhile purchases are also available. Whatever your financial need, First Federal Savings of Lorain is ready to help. 7 convenient locations to serve you in Lorain, Huron, Sandusky, Port Clinton, and now at 36690 Detroit Road in Avon. First Federal Savings of Lorain is an equal housing lender and FDIC insured. Angelique Santiago serving for the Lady Saints, starting off the second game, and I don't think the Lady Admirals thought that the game was underway, and maybe the officials telling the other one up on the stand that
she wasn't
quite finished yet. And that, I do believe, is the case.
Yeah, I think they're going to replay that.
Yes, Angelique will have another opportunity to serve.
I think the umpire was still checking rotation down there. They ready for that one?
Point Southview.
Well, we called that in. It's what we call an ace when there's...
I was just going to ask if the same terminology in volleyball is used as it is in tennis. That's an ace.
Yes,
no one touched it. It's a point inbounds. Southview jumping off to a 2-0 lead.
Oh, yeah. Kind of rolled off her fingers. Can't have that. That's Illegal.
Make it a 3-0 lead.
Wow,
Make it 4-0.
another one. Maybe King hasn't come back from their timeout over there down there yet.
Now, it's situations like this that make a volleyball game go rather rapidly.
Yes, and you can't return the serve. Oh.
Now, that hit the rafters on Southview's side.
And it came back. Yeah.
It's still good.
Yes, it is. Oh, Christina just missed that one.
All right, with a 4-0 lead, Southview relinquishes the serve to the Lady Admirals.
Oh, that was a good dig by Brittany, the freshman. Wow.
King point.
Hit right off the block. Southview's got to cover those.
Rachel Okachik doing the serving for the Lady Admirals. Trailing by 3, 4-1 in game 2.
That was close to the line. That might have been out.
And that one will go out. And the service will go back to Southview. Serving for the Lady Saints, Christina Shuka.
They're coming close to that line. I don't know if they knew who was going to hit that ball.
Service going back to the Lady Admirals. Now, I noticed, Ray, that some of the hitters are servers. Some stand in the middle of the back line. Some stand over to the far left side. Does it make any difference where the ball is served?
No, because they're technically out of bounds when that is. So they have from end line to end line.
Okay, as long as it's behind the end line.
Right. That was a kill. I remember when I played, you had a little spot. They had 2 lines. You had to stay right in that little area, and they changed that. And it's nice because you can place your serves a lot better. And especially if you're used to hitting out on the right-hand side, you can scoot over a little bit.
Now, some players are stationary when they serve, just like Candace Thomas was there, and some take that running start coming up to the line to serve. But if they get to the line and the foot touches, then
it's a foot fault.
Okay. And we've got a timeout on the floor with the Lady Saints leading 6-1. Candace Thomas continuing to serve for the Lady Saints with a 5-point lead, 6-1.
Oh, that was a nice dig up there.
Make it 7-1.
That was kind of a slow volley, just kind of dragged on there. That was a beautiful set.
And a great save.
Oh, they're saying that ball was out.
Oh.
And now they're calling a net, too. That was interesting. When the hitter hit, it came off the block of the Southview girls. If it goes out of bounds, it's King's ball because the last person to touch it is what the call's based on.
The service goes to the Lady Admirals, and taking the honors will be sophomore Lynn Rossitano. Now here's a situation where she takes the running start to the line to do her serve.
And she walks a lot. Nice block.
Great block. That was
oh, that fell right in there. The 2 back row players just looked at each other. No one knew who was going to get it. Carey placed that ball right down.
Service returns to the Lady Saints. They lead by 6, 7-1.
As you were talking about substitutions, you can go in at 18 times, as many times, but you can only go in for the same position that you come out for. And net on King on the block. So Christina Jackson just came out. She can't play the front row now until that position gets back to the front row. Otherwise, we'd be putting her in the front row all the time.
Yeah.
Carey tried to swing at that, but I think that was too low to have that kind of approach and attack on it.
Service goes back to the Lady Admirals, who trail now by 7. Southview 8, King 1.
She hit that right off the block.
Good hit by Rachel Okachik.
I think Carey and Nikki are too far off on that block. They need to get tighter and closer to the net so they can get their hands up over the net to seal off on the top.
8-2 our score.
Carey.
And a point for the Lady Admirals. Something about illegal use of the hands?
Well, when she passed the ball, she passed it almost with the upper part of her arm, and it was almost bent, and that's a lift. You have to have a solid contact with the ball.
8-3 the score.
Oh, that's not going to make it.
8-4.
Southview's got to get control back. Nice set. Oh, where's she putting it? Wow, what a save.
Not this time.
Coach McGill's yelling 4 hits over there, huh? I don't think she didn't consider the one a block and considered it more a hit. I'm not sure.
Serving for Southview, Nicole Jackson.
Oh, that one sailed.
Out of bounds, and a point for the Lady Saints. It's now 9-4. They lead by 5. Another thing I've noticed, Ray, is, for example, Miss Jackson, when she finished serving, she came up to the net. Once the ball is in play, you don't necessarily have to stay in any particular position.
No. Once the ball's in play, you can go anywhere on the court.
And we have a timeout on the floor with the score of Southview 10 and Admiral King 4. And we'll be back with more action, but first this timeout for Impressions.
Your one-stop place for something really special is Impressions, corner of Oberlin Avenue and Tower Boulevard. T-shirts and sweatshirts personally designed to your specific needs. Anything from bears, trains to zebras, and specially designed hats as well. And don't forget Impressions, your one-stop spot for school jackets. See Dave, the designer expert at Impressions, Oberlin Avenue at Tower Boulevard, right here in Lorain.
Well, the gals decided not to take a full minute timeout, so action got underway before we got finished with Impressions, but nevertheless, it was a situation where the Lady Admirals got the ball back. They trailed by 6. Coming in to serve, senior Jessica Russell.
King's going to set up their offense now.
Ooh,
Wow,
out of bounds.
just barely. She's a good hitter.
A little bit too much on the power angle by senior Bridget Thomas. That'll give the ball back to the Lady Saints, and doing the serving now will be the freshman Brittany Ruiz.
Oh, we got lucky on that one.
11-4. Lady Saints just 4 points away from a victory here, which will put us then into game 3.
Oh, no. Too flat on that. The reason Nikki runs up to the front row, as you were talking about before, is because she's the setter. We run a 6-2 where the setters play in the back row, and they're the ones that get the second hit so the hitters can hit the ball. Oh, got to capitalize on that.
Out of bounds gives the ball back to the Lady Admirals, who now trail by 8. The score is 12-4.
So if the ball on the first hit is kind of haywire and everywhere, as you're watching all the girls watch the ball, the reason is because that's her ball unless she calls help. A lot of people sit there and go, why didn't anybody take that? Well, it's because it's supposed to be hers, and she needs to let the other girls know she needs some help with it. And there she goes setting right there.
Out of bounds. Ball will go back to Southview, and a chance to put this game away. Well, it was Southview's serve. Now it goes over to the Lady Admirals. I'll get it straight yet. Lindsay DeAndrea serving.
Oh, we should have tagged. We should have went for that. Monica got confused. She heard the word out and she stopped, but that was off of a Southview blocker. She needed to go for that.
And it depends, like you said, Ray, who touches the ball last, and it was touched by a Lady Saint going out of bounds, so the point goes to Admiral King. 12-6 our score. Good save there by Ronica Irizarry.
Oh.
Into the net. 12-7. The Lady Admirals trailing by 5.
That's a good pass. Wow. She just got a hand on that one. Oh.
Unable to do anything with it.
Too far away from the net on that block, and
Bridget
it went right
Thomas.
between her.
Yes. The ball will now go back to Southview. Angelique Santiago serving.
A little bit of confusion over there on King's side.
Out of bounds.
Back to King.
Back to King, and serving for the Lady Admirals will be Rachel Okasik.
It's so frustrating when you're 3 points away and you can't capitalize on it. They got to keep their composure. Oh my, it just barely went over.
Good effort on the part of Christina Jackson. Brings the ball back to the Lady Saints.
That surprised me. I didn't think that one was going over there. It was a good serve by Christina. Shook her.
And a point, as it was Christina who not only served but got the ball into the Lady Admirals' court, picking up the point. 13-7, trailing now by 6 points. Southview just 2 points away from a victory. Coming into the lineup now for the Lady Admirals is Cara Hughes, a junior, number 32.
She blooped that one right over there and right in between the two players on the Lady Saints side.
Annie Scrofano doing that dink. Ball back to the Lady Admirals. Junior Mallory Donaldson. Is serving.
Nice block. They were ready for her.
Out of bounds. Points for the Lady Admirals, 13-8.
Admirals are creeping up. Off King, Southview's
off the King,
ball.
out of bounds. Southview's ball.
Carrie Campos comes in for Brittany.
And the serve by Candace Thomas hitting the net. It'll go back to Admiral King. Lynn Rossitano back in the lineup. She'll be doing the serving.
It's a good save. That was crazy. Oh my goodness.
Into the net.
They almost took that net down there.
That's a point for the Lady Admirals. They climb now within 4, 13-9. Rossitano continuing to serve.
That was lack of concentration. Took her eye off the ball.
Christina Jackson hitting it into the net. Another point for the Lady Admirals. It's 13-10. They trail by 3, and a timeout on the floor, and a timeout opportunity for me to once again remind you. Lynn Rossitano continuing to serve. And this time the ball will go back to the Lady Saints as they try to get those last 2 points to put this game away. Veronica Irizarry coming into the lineup for the Lady Saints. She'll be doing the serving.
Need this serve in. And she does it for him. Oh no, drops right in there.
And the service goes back to the Lady Admirals.
Saints got to keep playing their game and keep covering that court.
Christina Mantini serving for King.
That was a nice left serve.
Out of bounds. The ball goes back to Southview.
Another chance to score. Oh, that was a
Inbounds.
nice hit.
1 point away from a victory. 14-10, Lady Saints.
That's one thing about Christina Shucker. She can place her hits. She knows where there's openings, and she'll try for them.
Nicole Jackson hoping that this will be the one.
I got confused who was hitting that ball.
Not quite yet. 14-10, Lady Admirals trailing by 4, and they'll get the service. Jessica Russell for the Lady Admirals will be serving.
Didn't even go over the net. Here it is again. There's that key again when you have to serve in order to score. So it takes so long.
Well, Brittany Ruiz, the little freshman, she'll give it her best shot.
She had a nice serve there.
Out of bounds, back to Admiral King. In case you're just joining us, this is the second game, best 2 out of 3 varsity match between the Lady Admirals playing host to the Lady Saints of Southview. First game was won by the Admiral King volleyball team, 15-12. And the Lady Saints get the service back, and they need just one more point to put this second game away, taking us into the third and final game of the best 2 out of 3. If you're just joining us, in the freshman match, Southview victorious in 2, 15-7, 15-7. In the JV contest, the Lady Admirals victorious 15-5, 15-3.
Volley point, match point here. And the Saints get it.
And it's the Saints game as touched by Lady Admiral going out of bounds. The final score in game 2, 15-10. And we'll have the third and final game coming up in a moment. Admiral King will begin the serve here in the third and final game. And doing the serving for the Lady Admirals, Lindsay DeAndrea. As soon as the umpire gets all her figuring and lineup straightened up.
I think they're all ready this time.
All set to go. What a way to end the season. And the first service into the net going over to the Lady Saints. This, the final volleyball match for both these teams. They both go into tournament action next week, Tuesday, at Midview. And in the first game at 5 o'clock in the main gym, it will be Southview going against Medina, beginning at 5 p.m. And then at 6:30, the Lady Admirals will take on North Olmsted. Both these games in the main gym at Midview next week, Tuesday.
Good volley there and a good hit.
Out of bounds, and the service goes back to the Lady Admirals. We're in the early moments of the third game. No score.
Oh.
No sooner I say that, the Lady Admirals get a point on the board.
Angelique's usually pretty good at following that ball, making sure where it's going. I think she got caught off guard there.
Serving for the Lady Admirals, Rachel Okachik. That one, that's an ace.
I think the line judge got scared there, getting hit from that ball.
2-zip our score.
Uh-oh, they're on a roll now.
Seems like the Lady Admirals are saying it's our turn to start putting points on, just like Southview did in game 2. They put the points on real quick. And another one. 4-0.
And a quick timeout.
We need to talk about this, say the Southview coaches, Sharon Griffith and Gina Kelly. And with timeout, it's Admiral King 4, Southview 0.
A nice save. Here it comes. Oh.
And point number 5.
She can put him down. When we played at Southview, she nailed one so hard. It was unbelievable. And she gets
Bridget Thomas.
She gets a hand on that. It comes down hard. Oh, nice comeback by Christina Schucker. She was ready for that.
Into the net. Point number 6. 6-0.
I think the momentum has shifted.
Slightly. And Coach Kelly's going to put in a substitution here into the Southview defense.
Evilise
Vega, a senior, number 13. Oh!
Man, that was nice. She just got a hand on that. That was a nice way to bring it back in for Christina Schucker. Wow, we got a volley going here.
Yes, we do. Hey! What a save, but out of bounds.
She got it again. Put some heat on that ball. Evilise was right there. Just turned her body a little bit too much.
Point number 7 for Admiral King.
Oh, man, I thought she touched that.
Almost, but not quite, and good thing, because the serve going out of bounds gives now the service to the Lady Saints. Doing the serving, Christina Schuka. And right away, the ball goes right back to Admiral King.
It's amazing how in 3 games, it's different teams seem to show up on the court. You know, Southview did not look like this last game, and they're just out of it right now.
I guess if one might be superstitious, one might think, well, if they're playing on the north end of the court, they have better luck than playing on the south end of the court. And that's where the Lady Saints are right now, on the south end of the court, as they were in game 1.
Right. You know, when they have the 3rd match, you have to have a coin toss again to see who gets serve and who gets side. And sometimes, instead of taking the serve, teams will take the side of the court they won on instead of taking the serve, because they're so superstitious about it. I guess whatever works.
Candace Thomas will be doing the serving for the Lady Saints as soon as we get the substitutions all squared away on the floor.
It's a good pass. Set was off the net a little bit. King, oh goodness. Lack of communication there.
And the Lady Saints lose the service. It'll go back to Admiral King. Coming in to do the serving for the Lady Admirals, Lynn Rossitano.
Oh, she was ready for that. That was a good play by Christina Jackson. Very awake and alert. See if Southview can start rolling some points here. It's a big hole.
Veronica Irizarry serving.
There's a little bit of a reach by Candace. That might have been out, but it was a close call.
As we hit a dry spell in point scoring. The volley going back and forth, back to the Lady Admirals. And it's Christina Mantini.
That was a good save by Angelique. I'm not sure that ball was even over.
Into the net. Nice effort by Rachel Okachik, but into the net, and that gives the ball back to Southview.
It was a long struggle.
Yes, it was. Out of bounds.
Ball floated away.
And the Lady Saints put their first point on the board, 7-1, trailing by 6.
It was a nice serve.
Out of bounds.
2 points now. Saints are going to try to make a game of it. Oh, too many reaches.
Couldn't quite control that little dink put in there by Rachel Okachik. And the service returns to the Lady Admirals. 7-2 our score in game 3. Oh,
wow.
Is that a power?
Wow.
8-2, Lady Admirals up by 6.
She put some power on that. When she gets a hold of that thing, that comes flying.
Jessica Russell serving.
Good pass by Christina Shucker. She answered back.
Yes, indeed. Nice power stroke there. And the service goes back to the Lady Saints.
Evelise, I believe, is coming back in.
Evelise Vega will serve for the Lady Saints. And a point. 8-3.
That pass was a little bit too flat for Lynn to get under to set it up. They can play that.
Oh, another
Right
point. 8-4.
Right in there.
Out of bounds. Service going back to the Lady Admirals. Annie Scrofano coming into the lineup for King, replacing Rossitano. Lindsay DeAndrea will do the serving.
Right there. Oh, they got confused who's going to hit that ball. There she goes.
Oh, and a point for the Lady Admirals, 9-4.
Can't set the other team up like that. They're going to put it back at you. But these girls are happy they don't have school tomorrow for as late as it seems like we're going to be here.
Tomorrow, I take it, is that NEOEA day?
Yes, it is. Kids don't have to get up. Wow.
Nice save off the net.
I'd say so. Oh, he called the lift. She got underneath that ball and poked it up.
I would imagine to the novice out there watching or doesn't really know that much about volleyball, and I more often than not include myself, might say, yeah, picky, what difference does it make how you get the ball over as long as you get the ball over? What's the reasoning for being so discreet in how you handle the ball?
Well, obviously there are rules for every sport, and I think we have to have some kind of control on what is legal or not. Otherwise they're just going to be slapping the ball back and forth. And it's just like in basketball, you know, why do you care if they take 3 steps? Well, you know, you got to have some kind of control and some kind of rules and regulations to make the game good and exciting, and not just a backyard kind of back and forth game. And otherwise everybody could play it, I think, if anybody could step on the court.
Makes sense to me. And on the service by the Lady Admirals after our discussion, the Lady Saints picked up a point, 9-5, then lost the serve. Lady Admirals losing it on a net ball. Back to the Lady Saints. Miss Shuka. Out of bounds. Back to the Lady Admirals. Does anyone want to score out there?
I don't think so. I think the coaches do. If they could get out there and serve, they would. I'll tell you what, I know both. I'm sure Coach McGill does it, and I know that we do. Just serve. That's an important part of our practice, but yet it just seems like we miss so many.
And there was a violation in the use of hands in handling the ball, giving the ball back to the Lady Saints. Face mask?
There's that penalty thing.
Our producer director, Bob Quinlan, thinks he's watching a football game. Not quite.
Excuse me. Ooh.
And the service going back to the Lady Admirals. They lead by 4, 9-5. Rossitano doing the serving.
Oh, good look.
Out of bounds.
We're still at 9-5.
Ronica Irizarry serving now for Southview. Setting it up. Donaldson with the ball over the net.
They're going to try to play that. Oh, brought it back in. It's coming. Oh, she missed it. That's frustrating.
9-6 our score, and we have a timeout on the floor. Admiral King 9, Southview 6. Here is Aries serving again and gets another point for the Lady Saints. 9-7. They're just 2 away from tying this game.
Little poke
now
there.
Just 1 point away. You know, it's amazing, just like we were talking about, Ray. In the second game, Southview comes out real strong, and then all of a sudden Admiral King comes creeping up. In this third and final game, Admiral King comes out like gangbusters, like they're going to run away with it. And look at this, Southview only a point away and a net serve. Lady Admirals will get it back.
I think a lot of that has to do with how young these girls are. They have to get used to being able to be on the court, keep their composure, and that's all part of maturing. And I think that's the reason both of the teams' records are so low on the win column, because we've played teams that have been together for a while and that have a lot of older girls, and they just know how to keep their composure better and consistent.
Well, obviously, the more you put in the game of volleyball, especially on the pressured varsity level, the more experience you're going to get.
Exactly.
And that's, like we said at the top of the show tonight, there are so many underclassmen on the teams of both these schools. For example, again, Admiral King with only 4 seniors, 2 juniors and 4 sophomores, plus a junior and a sophomore that come off the JV team to dress and play on the varsity squad. And a point for the Lady Admirals. They go ahead now by 3. It's 11-8. And the Lady Saints are playing likewise with just 4 seniors. And they have 4 juniors, 4 sophomores, and 2 freshmen. And they're all seeing action, so there's no question, but the juniors, when they become seniors next year, hopefully sticking with the program, they're going to just be that much better for it.
It should be a nice mix.
And a point for the Lady Admirals, 12-8.
That's what we call a swing and a miss.
And another timeout. Lady Admirals leading by 4, 12-8 over Southview. Christina Mantini serving for the Lady Admirals. And can't handle that one. The ball will go over to the Lady Saints.
You know, I heard McGill's crew, the Admirals, when they came off the court, their chant was "finish it." And I don't know about the Admirals, but I know the Saints, that's been a lot of our problem. We just can't seem to finish it up. And I think, again, that's just a problem with the young players. They have to learn how to finish the game, put it away. And you got to lead, you got to finalize it, get to 15. Instead of saying stuck at 12 and 13 for 5 or 6 volleys.
Jessica Russell now serving for King. Oh, nice save at the net. And out of bounds. 13-8. Lady Admirals 2 points away from wrapping this up and winning the match.
Southview seems to be a little deflated. They better get it back together.
And they're not totally out of it.
No, not by
any stretch of the imagination.
Nice swing by Christina. She's got a nice hit. Oh, they called that a lift. Wow, that's a close call for such a close game.
14-8. Lady Admirals needing just one more point to wrap it up and win this match. They won the first game 15-12. Southview winning the second 15-10. And it's Admiral King's point. They win the third and final game 15-8. A long night of volleyball here at Lorain Admiral King High School. Certainly hope you enjoyed it. I know we enjoyed bringing it to you. As we indicated in the freshman match, the Lady Saints winning that in 2 games. In the JV match, the Lady Admirals winning that one in 2 games. But here in the varsity, it went all the way. The best 2 out of 3, with Admiral King winning the first, Southview the second, and as you saw, the Lady Admirals winning the third and final match. Ray, it's always great to hear your comments along the way. Any comments in closing on tonight's game?
Well, they're just both a young team, and as well as they played tonight for both teams, look out next year and the year after, because when these girls start playing together longer, we're going to be sitting here seeing some tremendous volleyball.
Lady Admirals wrap up their season 6-15, while the Lady Saints conclude with a 4-14 record. And as we've indicated so often, look out next year when these underclassmen come up, and let's hope they stick with the program. That's the key, sticking with the program. It's going to be tournament action for them on Tuesday at Midview. Both Admiral King and Southview, certainly hope you'll get out there to support them. Southview will be playing at 5 o'clock against Medina. Admiral King at 6:30 against North Olmsted. Next week, TV20 will be at George Daniel Stadium. On Tuesday, we will have the 8th grade middle school game between Lorain Middle and Whittier Middle. And on Wednesday, we'll be doing the 7th grade game. So we'll see the youngsters on the gridiron at George Daniel Stadium. Until then, for my partner tonight, Ray Bastock, our cameraman, producer, and director, Bob Quinlan, I'm Ron Baclar from Lorain Admiral King. Good night.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV20 WLCS.